All right, you guys, on our last video, we promised you a tour of this tiny little pop-up camper.
Yes, it's a 2006 Sun Valley pop-up truck camper.
Yeah, it was cheap. It had been in a wreck. We didn't care. We needed to go to Alaska. Like I said, I promised you a tour, and it's been a long time coming. So here is a little tour of this tiny little truck camper. Just start at the floor, and I know that seems like a really weird place to start, but when you first walk in, there's a pillow on the floor specifically for my knees, because a lot of times when I walk in, I put my knee on the pillow and then I stand myself up because it has a little tiny Frodo door. Okay, so the bed, nothing special there except that under the bed, sorry, I was lifting up my pillow. Under the bed, you can lift it up, which I can't do myself, and Dean's not here right now, but you can lift it up, and there's a lot of compartments, and that's where all of our clothes are. So let's go back to when we first come in. I put a couple hooks here for things like our keys, bear spray, umbrella, fly swatter, another bandana. This is a tote that, as you can see, has all of our dishes, and one of my favorite little useful tools right here. You can heat up soups and chili and whatever you want in it. We mostly use it for, it's a tea kettle. So we just heat up water, and that's how we make our oatmeal in the morning if we have oatmeal. Then we have our refrigerator, and I know that it is tiny, but it does hold milk and hot dogs and cheese and soda pop, mayonnaise, yogurt, more than you would think. Then we have our dish soap, and this little tote has random stuff like, I don't know, scissors, plastic bags. Back there is a collapsible tub that I use to do dishes. Then we come up, got our water filter, fruits and vegetables, salt and pepper. This obviously wasn't here when we bought the camper, but it's funny because it fits here perfectly, which is so nice because it gives us extra surface area, and then we can also take it out if we want to for cooking outside or picnic or whatever. This little thing right here just holds all of our charging cables, and this is a little table I can use to pull out and do my editing. We just have stuff and things back here. Our giant generator, this runs the refrigerator and whatever. We have a smaller generator that we also use for other things. Right now it's outside charging in the sun. This actually, it's funny, this fits on here perfectly. It doesn't move when we're traveling, and so we can just use that for extra surface area. As a matter of fact, that's where we put our New Wave. We set our New Wave on here, skillet. This doesn't move. You can see it's super solid. For some reason, it's got those rubberized, feet, so it doesn't move when we're traveling. So then we have this little compartment, as well as this little compartment, had a door. You can see where the hinges were drilled in when we first got here, but they're extra weight. They're in the way. There's no reason to have them, in our opinion. I mean, it would be nice to hide that stuff, our shoes and our trash can, and there's a bunch of storage stuff back there. Couple of heaters. You've got an electric heater. This is a butane heater. So in a way it would be nice to have that, but they were kind of tough to open, really solid and tight. And I know it's hard for you guys to see what I'm saying, but when I would open it, I would sometimes hit this with my knuckles or fingernails or something, and it was just a pain, so I took it off. Okay, so that's what's in there. And then in this little cubby, we've got paper plates, paper bowls, a little rechargeable fan, random stuff and things. Have a little basket here with stuff and things, books, and then over, so we'll go back. to the beginning. Hooks are always super handy in a small space like this. So we've got our little broom, a flashlight, just stuff and things. Here I put this, it's hard to, I don't even know what it is, you guys, honestly. But it's a little teeny tiny narrow tote thingy. I don't know. And I put it here with hooks and just put this kind of stuff in it. A fly swatter, the electric fly swatter. And then this thing, I know it seems weird, but let me tell you what this is. This is a Christmas tree box that I have put tape around and round and round and round and round, duct tape, you can see. And that's because when we sat on the couch, we'd have to sit all the way to the front of the couch for our feet to touch the floor. And it was super uncomfortable. So I made this, and it just tucks in here so nicely. And then when we're sitting on the couch, we can pull this box out, and it just makes it really comfortable. It gives us a place to sit. Let me put that back where it was. Okay, and then I made, you know, just curtains for this, curtains for back there. Okay, and then this is where all of our food is, with the exception of, you know, you can see I've got some produce here. I've got some bread here, but otherwise our food is all in this tote right here. Next, and see, I'm going to use this pillow again because I'm going to be on the floor showing you something down here. So that pillow is super handy. But this cubby goes out to the truck. Okay, so in here is where we have our laundry bag, and we just put all of our dirty clothes in there. And then we have our little nighttime potty bucket, which just has our little pee bottles and toilet paper. So that's super handy. And that's about it. It's just a tiny little space, but we've been able to put everything in here that we need. And it's just been really actually super comfortable. We have this little fan that clips here, and again, the generator runs that. We've got a few rechargeable flashlights and just different things. And so far it's been going really well. And we've been out traveling now for, this is day 6, so not a long time, but long enough to just really be able to use this quite a bit. Cooking, washing dishes, living, sleeping, just living life. And so far it's worked out really well. All right, so I didn't know exactly what all you guys wanted to see. It was a pretty basic tour, but if there was anything...
It's a pretty basic truck camper.
Yeah. If there was anything that you wanted to see that you didn't see, please comment below, and we will totally do another video for you. Or if you have any questions about how anything might work or anything like that, we didn't show you, like we have a whole outdoor like shower setup and different things. So if you want any more details or have any questions about how things work in this camper, or solar, that's his department, or anything, just comment below and let us know, and make sure you hit the thumbs up, because the reason it's taken us so long to get this thing done is because we have had quite a bit of drama. Like, I didn't even know if we were going to be able to go on this trip. We didn't know if we were going to be able to ever get the camper on. The roof blew off. A hailstorm
Twice.
We thought was going to damage it beyond repair. So just a lot of stuff and things. So please hit the subscribe button. Tell your friends. Who would tell their friends?
I don't know, people that like, hey, look at these crazy people. They're old, they're going all the way to Alaska in this tiny little thing.
Yeah. Okay. So, like I said, thumbs up, subscribe, comment below if you have any questions at all. And until then, this is GrassRoots Living, reminding you to get down to the grassroots of what makes you happy and live your love.
We're thinking of you. We'll catch you next time.
Peace out.